Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Happy March. Happy March. We're already in the third month of the new year. I mean, like, at what point in time do we stop saying the new year, right? Because it's already the third month and it's like time is just moving. It's not stopping. It is moving. And so, what are we talking about today? Spring clean out, because guess what? Spring is literally right around the corner. And we want to make sure that your skincare is up to date, your makeup is up to date also, because it is spring clean out. And I'm getting ready to send something to my phone because I want to, oh, I have it. Never mind. I want to share it with you all because it's just such a great thing that we have going on in Mary Kay right now. So let's see here. Okay, so oh, I already have it. Oh, great. Okay, so let's talk about spring clean out. Okay, so the first thing I think about when I think about spring is that the weather is going to be warmer, which means that there's going to be some sun, right? The leaves are starting to grow back on the trees and all of that fun stuff. There's going to be some color happening around. Hey, Tia! There's going to be some color. I love the fall when the leaves turn colors, but then I love seeing the leaves come back to the trees too. It's just something about the transformation, the change is what I like seeing. Because I don't know, it's just like it's like new growth, right? It's like getting ready for the next, and that's what I enjoy. So let's talk about making sure that our skin is protected when that sun, when the warmer weather is here and we're outside more. Let's make sure our skin's protected. So I'm going to show you some different skincare protections. So SPFs, which are sun protection factor. Okay. SPF stands for sun protection factor. And let's talk about some different SPFs that we have that you can get from your consultant. And remember, Mary Kay is the #1 skincare brand. Okay. And the #1 makeup brand. So if you're not using Mary Kay, you're not using the best products, right? Hey, Starrin. Okay, so let's talk about some SPF products. So the first one I'm gonna show you is our Time Wise Miracle Set. It's our daytime recovery. This has an SPF 30. Now, dermatologists recommend that we use an SPF 30 or higher, okay? Now, there's two different types of sun protections. You have the chemical one, and then you have the mineral one, okay? And I'll tell you about the two. The first ones I'm going to show you are the chemical ones. What does the chemical does? The chemical ones actually absorb into your skin. And what they do is they kind of just protect your skin from the sun is what they do. They don't like block the rays and that kind of stuff, but they just kind of form a barrier and protect your skin from the sun is what they do. And so they absorb into your skin. So that's why you might have some sun protections that are in moisturizers, and they're chemical sun protections, okay? Chemical and mineral are both really good, but those that tend to have like super duper sensitive skin, you might want to tend towards the mineral one because that one's really for super duper 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 sensitive skin. The chemical one is really for anyone. It's for sensitive skin too, but sometimes you might want to tend towards the mineral one. So this one has an SPF. What do I like about this one? This one's part of our Time Wise Miracle Set. But what I like about this one is that it has blue light protection also. So it's not just the sun protection, but it's also blue light protection. And blue light comes from your cell phone. It comes from your computer screen, the TVs. There's UV lights, right, in different buildings. Some houses have UV lights. All of those things cause aging. And sun protection helps to prevent aging. Not only does it protects your skin from the sun, but it also helps to prevent aging. So sun care or sun protection is one of the 5 steps to skincare. And there's 5 steps to skincare, and sun protection is one of them, okay? Because it's that important. The sun, okay, let's talk about what the sun does to your skin. The sun is not our friend when it comes to skincare. The sun causes lines and wrinkles. It causes dark spots. It causes aging. It causes your skin to sag. It also causes skin cancer as well. So you got to be careful when you're out there in the sun. You want to make sure that your skin is protected. And so this one's very light. I like it. It's not heavy at all. It's not like a big glob, right, that you're putting on your face. It's very light. But remember, it has SPF 30, and it also has blue light protection, and it's a chemical sun protection, which is really good too. Chemicals are good too. Chemical sun protections are good. Okay, let's talk about another one. And that is our men's hydrator. So men, we have something for you too. And ladies, if your guy is always outside, working outside, and you're like, oh my gosh, like he needs to have something for his skin. I was talking to a guy about 2 weeks ago, It's an older guy. He has wrinkles all over the place. Like his skin is leathery, it's saggy. And he told me, and he's like in his 60s, I would say early 60s, but he looks like he's like 80 years old. But he told me when he was younger, he didn't know anything about sun protection. He just learned about protecting his skin from the sun like a couple of years ago. And he would go out there, and just be out in the sun all day, no sun protection, nothing at all. And not his skin now, right? So it doesn't happen right away. The damage that the sun does to you, it happens over time. Like your skin gets damaged today, but you don't see the appearance of the damage until years later. And so it has caught up with him, and his skin is so like saggy and so leathery, and it's just like, ooh, like looks really rough. But now he's like, I wish I would have known about sun protection 20 years ago, because his skin would not be looking the way it looks. And let's be real, right? We all like to put our best face forward, and we always like to look our best. If you're not taking care of your skin, because this is the first thing that people see when they see you, even if you have on a mask, this is the first thing they see when they see you, right? And so you want to really and truly, literally put your best face forward. No pun intended. Actually, pun is intended, right? But you want to put your best face forward, because that's what people are going to see when they see you, when they first see you anyway. And so making sure that, one, you're using the best products that you can use, but two, you're using the proper products also is very important. So our men's hydrator, it looks it's gray, so it's for the manly man, okay? But it has an SPF 30 in this also, and it's a moisturizer, because let's face it, a lot of men don't really know what to do when it comes to skincare and taking care of their skin. I always tell them the two biggest things that they want to do. The two biggest things they want to do is, one, clean their face properly. That's number one, clean their face properly. But then two, use a good moisturizer and have an SPF. This moisturizer it's a moisturizer and SPF, right? So they will use it during the daytime. You don't really need to use an SPF at night, but you can if you want to. There's no reason to do SPF at night at all. So there's something for the guy also during the day, which is the most important time when it comes to moisturization and SPF, because the sun is not our friend when it comes to skincare. Okay. So this is our men's, and it's a chemical. It's because, remember I told you, SPF and moisturizers together, it's a chemical sun protection, which is still really good. It just means it absorbs into your skin, is what it does, and it forms a barrier for the sun, to protect your skin from the sun. And that's the men's hydrator. Okay, so there's an SPF for the guy. Also, a little bit goes a long ways. They don't need a lot at all with that. And then let's show you another one, which is part of our Time-Wise Repair, skincare set. And this is also an SPF 30. Now, you'll be like, wait, SPF 30, SPF 30? Like, they're all SPF 30s because dermatologists recommend that the minimum amount of SPF is SPF 30. Now, some makeups have SPF 15 in them. Our primer has an SPF 15. I am going to talk about our CC creams that have an SPF 15 too. But that's makeup, because we're already expecting that you're using some type of skincare that has at least an SPF 30. Now, it does not add up, right? If you do, let's say you do the CC cream, which is SPF 15, and then you have this moisturizer SPF 30, SPF 45 together, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't add up that way. So if I use my moisturizer, which has an SPF 30, and then I put my CC cream on top, what I have on is SPF 30, right? It always defaults to the most SPF, if that even makes sense. It defaults to whatever SPF is the highest, which is the SPF 30. You do not add them together. You don't have on SPF 45, right? So this moisturizer right here, I use this one also. And what I like about this one is that, one, you might be like, well, that's a jar. Like if I stick my finger in there, I'm gonna be contaminating all of the product. No, it's a push jar. So like if I push the jar here, you'll see the product comes out right there. And it's an SPF 30. Again, it's mixed with the moisturizer also. And it's a chemical SPF because it's mixed with the moisturizer, and it absorbs, right? So and I'll tell you about the mineral when I get to it. But this right here is our anti-aging. It's our most advanced anti-aging moisturizer, this one. And a little bit goes a long ways. You don't need a lot at all. But still, SPF 30 to protect your skin from the sun. Now, let's talk about mineral sun protection, okay? The mineral sun protection is a little different than the chemical sun protection. And the big difference is, one, It has zinc oxide in it. And what that does is it actually block the rays. Okay. It blocked the rays. So this one is, in my opinion, if I had to choose and I wasn't using any SPF at all, I would go with the mineral SPF because it actually blocks the rays, is what it does. So it doesn't absorb and protect. So, the chemical absorbs and it just protects the skin from the sun. This one actually blocks the sun. Okay. It blocks it away. It's also really good on the back of your hands too, because sometimes you're driving and the sun's coming through the window and your hands, you start to feel the sun on your hands. This is really good for your hands because it blocks the rays when you have it on too. So it like repels them, right? So the mineral SPF, and this is it's also an SPF 30 as well. Let's see, there we go. It's an SPF 30 also, and it's mineral and it blocks the sun rays. Now it's very light also. What I really like about this one is that now there's an option for people who use our acne line, because the acne line doesn't have an SPF in it. So now this can be your SPF, but it's also good for those that have our naturally line, and this fits right along the line of natural also. Our naturally line doesn't have an SPF, in our botanicals line there's no SPF with that too. So this is perfect for those skincare lines that don't have an SPF. Now, can you use this and use the chemical SPF? Will you get more protection? I would say probably not. It will still be the same. Now, what you can do is, like, let's say you've been out and about all day, right? And it's been a few hours. You might want to add more. You might want to, reapply with the mineral SPF. Let's say you used your moisturizer in the morning and you put your SPF on. Then later on in the day, maybe like 4 hours later, because you've just been out and you've been sweating a little bit, right? You might want to reapply with the mineral SPF, okay? Because you've been out and you just kind of want to block those sun rays. So you might want to reapply with the mineral SPF if you've been out for a while. So I keep this in my purse, in my bag with me, and just take it with me where I go. Hi, Ann. I keep it with me and just take it with me in case I need it, but also for the back of my hands too, because the sun, sometimes it just be sunning, right? When we're driving and it's just the sun be coming in. So this is perfect for the back of your hands as well. I do want to talk about our CC cream because it has an SPF 15 in it, which is still a pretty good SPF, but if you're only using CC cream and you're not using another like SPF 30 or a moisturizer with SPF 30, then I'm going to challenge you. You got to step it up this year, okay? Because remember, SPF 30 is the bare minimum that you want to be using. Like, you don't want to just be using SPF 15 and nothing else. You want to use an SPF 30 or higher, okay? So this is an SPF 15, which is really good. And with it becoming spring, we like to switch our foundation. So switching from a full coverage foundation to something that's a little lighter, which is our CC cream. The CC stands for complexion corrector. We have 5 different CC creams, and the CC creams, they cover a range of shades. So multiple people can use the same color CC cream because it covers a range of shades, okay? But with it becoming spring, or with spring being right around the corner, the weather is starting to get a little warmer, you might want to think about updating your foundation to a CC cream, because when you sweat, it's not like, oh my gosh, my foundation is sweating off, right? The CC cream is very light, much lighter than the foundation. It just doesn't give you a full coverage like a foundation was, but it does help to cover blemishes and that kind of stuff. And you can build it, the CC cream also, but still very light. And it has that sun protection in it too, as well. So we want to make sure that going into spring that you are set up and that your skin is still being protected. Now, also SPFs have an expiration date. So make sure you look at the expiration dates on your sun protection products to make sure you're not using an expired sun protection product, okay? Because if so, then it defeats the whole purpose. It's like you're putting that on and you might as well, it's just like you didn't put it on, right? Because it's expired. The shelf life of sun protection products is usually 2 up to 3 years. So just take a look. If you've been using it now for the last 2, maybe 3 years, your product is probably expired and you need to get another one. So you got to go run to your consultant, okay? Run to your consultant and get an updated moisturizer with SPF, or even try the mineral SPF, and we do have samples of this, so you can definitely ask for samples, and we can send you samples of the mineral SPF also. I do want to share with you two events that we have coming up. The first one is our Lucky You event, which is happening on March 17th, and it's free for you to be a part of. If you were a part of our event last October called Giftology, this is something similar to that. We're going to be giving away Kate Spade, Kendra Scott. We're going to be giving away an espresso machine, lots of gift cards, lots of, what do you call those tumblers? They were like this big, I can't remember. Okay, somebody post in the comment. What are those tumblers called? I can't remember. Like, I never got one. It's not a Yeti one. It's not a Yeti tumbler. I can't remember what the name of the tumbler is, but people have been going crazy about them, right? Stanley, yes, Stanley cups. Thank you, Stanley cups. Yes, okay, so we're giving away lots of Stanley cups. They're going to be pink and orange and green and blue and purple, all of those fun things, right? So please let us know if you want the invite to this. It is free. It's going to be on YouTube, but the only way you can get the link is you got to let us, your consultant, know that you want to be a part and you want to get the invite, because you get entered to win all of these prizes. You might be winning the Stanley Cup for free, right? But you get entered to win also a Yeti cooler as well. You get entered to win amazing prizes also. And then another event that we have coming up is our birthday bash for March. So if your birthday is in March, please let us know so we can send you the invite for our birthday bash, which is going to be on the last Monday of the month, March 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Every birthday girl gets a gift. Okay, if it's your birthday, you get a gift for your birthday just for getting on. It's going to be on Zoom. It's not going to be in this group. It is going to be on Zoom. So we need to know if your birthday is in March so we can send you the Zoom information. We get you down on a list so that you can get a birthday gift from us as well. And then the last thing that I want to show you is we have a huge promotion this month for anyone that want to start their business this month. Okay. Oh, let me pull it up. Okay. So if you're like, I've been thinking about Mary Kay, I just don't know. Well, let me tell you, it's $10 to get started with the Mary Kay business this month. And I know the fact that I'm even saying it's $10 is like blowing my mind right now, but it costs $10 to get started with the Mary Kay business. And what do you get for $10? You get a website that's good for a whole year. There's no additional cost. There are no additional fees for this website. You also get a catalog. You get some brochures. You get some samples. You get access to all of the online training, which is you can do it your own time, your own pace. You don't even have to do it. Like, who cares, right? But you have access to it, and you have access to all of the apps, so you can really and truly work your business from your phone. Okay, it's $10. The decision is, are you willing to invest $10 in yourself to start a business? That's the decision, because where can you start a business for $10? Like, I don't even know, like a whole business for $10, and there is no monthly fees. There are no monthly costs. There are no quotas, none of that stuff at all. Like, where can you start a business for $10? And you can work your business from your phone. You can work your business virtually. You can work your business in person. You can do social media. I mean, there's so many ways you can work this business, but it is $10. Okay. $10. Okay. I just went to this restaurant and picked up some chicken wings, some fried okra, and some crab bites, and it was $49. Okay. $49. And I'm not getting nothing back from that except for a big belly. At least with $10, I can invest in myself, bet on me, bet on myself with $10 and possibly grow a business, right? And what's the worst thing that can happen? That I lost $10? I mean, seriously, I just lost $49 on this food that I just purchased that's going to be gone by the end of the night, right? And you have to get more food tomorrow. $10. You also get a mentor with the $10, which costs way more than $10 to have someone mentor you, right? So $10. So if you're like, you know what, I want to give it a try and see what happens, then please let us know so that we can make sure you get the registration form and your consultant can send it to you so that you can sign up. It's literally $10 for the month. $10 for the month. Okay. All right. So you saw the two events that we have coming up. We are going to do Hydra session in the group this month too. The Hydra session, the first one's going to be on the 15th, and then the next one is going to be on the 29th, I think. So if you want to get samples for that, please let us know for the Hydra session so we can get them out to you in time. But happy March. We're super excited. Spring is right around the corner, and we have lots of events that we'll be doing in the month of March as well. So please plug in, enjoy, get excited. Skincare, makeup, all the things. Your consultant has everything that you need. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. Have a good night.